Hey, this is my recipe for golden milk, which I have previously filmed with the assistance of my beautiful, wonderful daughter, Ori. However, you may have found it difficult to follow the recipe because of my beautiful, wonderful daughter. So here is golden milk, again, without interruptions. So first of all, you need a mug. I'm going for a Hello Kitty mug, because I love Hello Kitty, and it's bedtime drink, and I've got a variety of other mugs, like ones with Daleks on, but they're not as restful, whereas Hello Kitty, she's beautiful and calm and soft, so she makes me think all snuggly thoughts, which is also part of the psychological process of having a nice bedtime drink. Use whatever mug you like. It don't really matter. Fill said mug with milk. Today I'm using semi-skimmed milk. You can use dairy milk. You can use oat milk. You can use almond milk. You can use soya milk. Disgusting. Don't ever use soya milk for anything. It's vile. Just my personal opinion. It works really nicely with full fat milk and with oat milk. Almond milk, it was a bit insipid, so I would avoid that. So yeah, fill with milk, microwave, 1 minute. Oat milk doesn't get as hot as regular milk does, so just be wary. Don't start sipping it straight away if you use normal semi-skim milk for a minute on full power, because you will burn your tongue. You can obviously also heat it on your hob, but realistically it takes less energy and is therefore more cost effective and quicker to just do it in a microwave. I've already heated this, so that's the majority of the process done. As I've previously explained, I use some added extras that are just for myself. So I'm using a spoon of prebiotic inulin powder. Inulin powder is supposed to help with your digestion, and I wouldn't say that I necessarily have horrendous digestion, but if your digestion isn't operating at optimal level, that can have an impact on your sleep cycle. So if you are having trouble sleeping, you might want to try looking at prebiotics, because that's basically all about healthy bacteria, because obviously we have bacteria in our guts, and there's bacteria all around us, but good bacteria helps your gut to break down food more efficiently and to get the nutrients out of it. This is not woo-woo hippie stuff. This is actually scientifically proven stuff now. I'm not going to tell you links about it. Use Google, but just, use recognised medical sites rather than the sort of more holistic medical practitioners, because particularly in America, there's a lot of people that call themselves doctors who actually don't have medical qualifications. We're a lot more hot on that over here, but yeah, genuinely, prebiotics, good bacteria, that has now been scientifically ratified as a genuine thing. So anyway, I'm using this to try and help my guts work more effectively. That's partly because I have fibromyalgia, and IBS is a side effect of fibromyalgia, or often commonly associated with fibromyalgia, and I do get IBS symptoms. So hopefully if I can make my guts work more effectively, plus as well as obviously having a healthy diet, fruit and veg, lots of fluids. So that's the first ingredient that for you, if your guts are good, ignore. Okay, the second ingredient is turmeric, my favourite. This is what's going to give us the golden colour. So about an eighth is the minimum, but I use about a third of a teaspoon. The more used to the taste of turmeric you get, the more you can put in if you want. As I said on a previous video, turmeric is good for inflammation. And I'm also putting in some ginger. Again, I'm putting in about a third of a teaspoon. That's good for pain, sickness. Cinnamon gives it a nice flavour and smell. Again, about a third of a teaspoon. Black pepper, about a pinch. And then some maple syrup. The black pepper helps your body to get more from the turmeric and ginger. Again, it facilitates the digestion. So if you buy turmeric and ginger supplements, they always have with black pepper. If you are taking them in tablet form, great. But some studies have been done that show that you actually will get more benefit if you're using turmeric powder if you're cooking with it. If you're hardcore like my grandmother, you'll just have a spoon of it. Straight off out of the jar, spoon of turmeric powder. Anyway, you put it all in and you mix it. And if it's not warm enough, the hotter the liquid is, the easier everything will go in. If it's not warm enough, put it in the microwave. I normally find I do a minute, then I put all my stuff in and stir it, and then I do another minute. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just going to clean up this mess while that's cooking and put my stuff away. I have a feeling of deja vu, so I think that, and I could be wrong here because I'm a bit of a div. Did I actually already do the golden milk video and it wasn't golden milk that Ori interrupted? Was it my smoothie video that Ori was part of? I can't remember. I'm going to have to check that. Anyway, this is all part of the joy of living with fibromyalgia, my other already existing mental health conditions. I have a diagnosis of borderline personality disorder / emotionally unstable personality disorder. Whether or not that's accurate is something I'm not entirely sure of. It was a label that I was given in 2012. But yeah, generally, this brain is not fully functioning at the best of times due to being a regular human being, plus the additional complications of fibro and an alleged mental disorder. So, yeah, I don't always remember what I'm doing from the next minute to from 1 minute to the next. I don't always get my sentences in a cohesive order, or the words in those sentences in a cohesive order. My thought trains go all over the place. Anyway, let's see how this is done. Remember, with milk, it's always hotter at the top. I don't know if you noticed that, but anyway, it's always hotter in the top. So stir. I am giving this a really good stir. Mainly because it actually looks really cool with the cinnamon. It's created a little cinnamon whirlpool. There you go. It is kind of reminding me of the Time Tunnel, which was a classic 1960s sci-fi program, but that was in black and white. But you know, if it was yellow and brown, it would look like that. Anyway, that is golden milk, and it's very yummy. So, and yeah, it's a really nice bedtime drink. Warming, relaxing, smells delicious, and it basically helps put you in the mood for bed, because milk, whether it's oat milk or regular milk or other alternative milks, the chemicals that are in milk are good for, I can't remember what the chemical is called. It's something like melanin or something. I don't know. It begins with an M. Anyway, it's all to do with the relaxation of your brain and getting you ready to have that nice, deep, productive sleep that you need for mental and physical rest. So if you do struggle with your sleep, then it is a good idea to have something like this before bed. If you really don't fancy this, a hot chocolate as well. A lot of people find they do sleep better if they have a hot chocolate before bed. Obviously, the main problems with having stuff like this before bed is your calories, which is why a lot of people use non-dairy, because there's less calories in it. If you're using instant chocolate, I recommend, well, I quite like the options one, but Aldi, Le Chocolat, their own brand or one, they do a light, as in, you know, less calories hot chocolate. It's really sweet, very, very sweet, which again is actually quite good for somebody like me, because I tend to find that I can't sleep if I'm feeling hungry. I get, I'm not diabetic or anything, but I do find that from time to time I will just have like a sugar level drop. All of a sudden I just become like that intense hunger just comes out of nowhere, and I start to feel really unwell. And you know, I can only hypothesize that my sugar levels have dropped. So I find that before bed, if I have something small, a small sweet thing, like some chocolate, or a hot chocolate, it also helps me to sleep better, because my body's not screaming to my subconscious, wake up, you're so hungry, you need sugar. Anyway, that's another one of my highly exciting videos, which may or may not be a repeat of a previous video in terms of the recipe, but I might edit this so that it's not talking about golden milk, or I might just leave it. Who knows? You can vote. Did you like golden milk 1 or golden milk 2 best? Or I might not post it at all. I might just delete it. You know, who's watching this anyway? I'm not an influencer. Nobody's following me. Mainly because my Instagram is set to private, so I'm unlikely to go viral. But, you know, hey ho. Okay, I hope you're all well, and that life is good. Bye.